Hello everybody, great to be here. I'm Patrick from Sweden, the origin of snus. We have a long-standing tradition here in Sweden of using this strange product, but I will challenge you first. I have a question. I desperately need an answer to this question. Does anybody know, anywhere in the world, anytime through history, where a same or equivalent group of men have behaved in a less riskful way, more healthy way, than the equivalent group of women? If you know the answer, please come to me afterwards and tell me where it happened. I need an answer to that, because we have an example in Sweden. Oops. Here we are, sales of cigarettes and snus. So as you can see, cigarettes, here's the Second World War. Cigarettes become increasingly more popular in Sweden. Snus, not very popular. And why is that? Well, if you've seen the real snus in your life, you'll understand that it's tobacco, salt and water, and it's moist, a mold that you put under your lip. It's not very clean, doesn't seem very hygienic, it's not very pretty. In the 1970s, there came an invention. Kurt and Sell invented the pouch, the tobacco snus pouch. What difference did that make? It made all the difference, not in the world, but in Sweden. Swedish men began to stop smoking with this convenient product, but it was still tobacco, and the women did not like to be associated with this dirty product. In the 90s, we had what's called white portion. It's still tobacco, and it prevented young men from ever start smoking in Sweden. Sweden is now very close to become a smoke-free country according to the international standard. Less than 5% daily smokers. We are already there when it comes to the youngest part of the population. If you're a Swedish citizen below 44, you're a part of a society where less than 5% people smoke every day. So what happened is, of course, that cigarette sales drops and snus increases. This is framed as a problem in Sweden because snus use is on the rise, and that's a problem because it's nicotine. Here we can see the smoking prevalence of men higher in the 60s and 70s until the snus tobacco pouch enters the market. The downfall of smoking prevalence among men are much more rapid than among women. And why is that? Yes, because of course, Swedish men use snus. And women didn't do that until the nicotine pouch enters the market. And we finally get a more equal society in Sweden. Here we can compare. Why do I stand here on the stage and brag about Sweden and our 200-year-old history of snus? Well, that's the answer. That's the smoking prevalence in Sweden compared to the European Union. If smoking is a problem, if cancer is a problem, then you must take a look at Sweden. Daily smoking among women, as you've seen on the left, nicotine pouches enters the market, suddenly more women quit smoking in Sweden. This is also at the same time we had a smoking ban on outdoor restaurants, and now it became very convenient, instead of having a smoke, to take a nicotine pouch under your lip, and it became a social norm that it was okay for a woman to have a box before her, in front of her. So here we are today, 2 smoke-free generations in Sweden, among both men and women. We still have a problem with older women still continue to smoke, and men born abroad. They are not still fully integrated into the Swedish tradition here. So that's basically it. If you want to know more about Sweden, please come and ask me. And I still want an answer to my question. Does anybody know anywhere around the world, anywhere in history, where the men has behaved less riskful and more healthy than women? Because we all had the same taxation and regulation all the time, but only men were affected. You cannot solve this equation without taking snus into it. But I still think the future lies in nicotine pouches. Thank you very much for your attention.